Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome to my channel. Listen, I have a little small request. If you guys watch my channel, I know I have a lot of subbies, but if you watch my channel and you enjoy my channel, could you please subscribe to me? That'd be awesome. I really, really like interacting with people, and I notice like when I have my subscribers, I can kind of keep track of who's who and everything like that, so it's just a lot easier. If you've come by more than once and you feel that you enjoy my channel, it's free. It'd be awesome if you would just subscribe. That way also when you make a comment, I get emails and stuff like that so I can answer you, because I love being in contact with my subbies. This video I'm doing is my do's and duds video, which I really like doing these videos. I know I don't do them weekly. Some people do them weekly. I don't melt as often as a lot of people. I'm doing my best, but this is kind of the move. The next 2 weeks I'm moving, so it's going to be super hectic for me. So I'm going to do the best that I can, to continue the videos. But you may not see too much of me for the next couple weeks because I got measuring to do. I have ordering some furniture to do. I got a lot of stuff to do. Anyway. So I hope I have all my empties here for this do's and duds. I'm going to put this up here. Hopefully it stays. And I will try not to move it too much, the computer, as I do this. Let me see. So the first one I'm going to do is on Better Homes and Gardens. This is in Chocolate Peppermint Truffle. And, as much as people call Sensationals and Better Homes and Gardens cheap wax, I have to tell you, I love it. I absolutely love it. There's been very few that I've melted that I have not liked. So for cheap wax, this stuff is amazing. It surpasses some of the vendor wax that I've gotten, and especially when it comes to paraffin. Of course, this is going to fall down now, right? Especially when it comes to paraffin, I really enjoy it. It's on cold and actually on warm. It smells like a peppermint. Oops, I'm sorry. Oops, my last 2 cubes. I think I have more of these though. I have two whole drawers full of BHG and Sensationals, and I haven't been to a Walmart lately, but I'm sure when I go shopping for some furniture, I will pick up some more. So I don't know. I don't need any more, but I will probably pick up some more. It smells like a peppermint patty to me. It's really nice, and what I liked about this one, as opposed to, I had done a do's and duds on the orange chocolate one. I don't know exactly. I forget exactly what the name was, and that one was a lot more chocolatey, and it was. I always have a problem with chocolate and paraffin wax. I don't know why. It smells very artificial to me when you put chocolate scents in paraffin, and I love chocolate. So if it's chocolate and it's coffee, and I tell you it smells rank, it smells rank. It's just, ugh. Anyway, so on cold, this was super, super duper strong. Now that I only have 2 cubes in it, it's not as strong, but this was a full clamshell. It was super strong. I normally do not like mints at all, but the chocolate and the peppermint in this like really evened out really, really well, because normally, like I said, I don't do them. On warm, it was also super strong. Like I said, Sensationals in BHG, to me, if you can't afford a lot of wax and you can't afford a lot of the other vendors, go for this, guys. Seriously. I mean, I melted this in my 18-watt hot plate, and it's paraffin, and it was so super duper strong. I have a open concept. It's only 600 square feet, but I am moving to a bigger place, so I'm so curious, you guys, when I do my do's and duds next time, I'm already like strategizing as far as where I'm going to put my warmers. So, because it's an open floor concept, and then the kitchen is sort of cut off a little bit, but then it's open court. You walk in and you have your living dining area, and then it's L-shaped, and then you have your dining area and entrance area, whatever, and then it's L-shaped, and you have your your living area. And there's a lot of carpet, where in here it's mostly tile. I've heard some people say with carpet, it's carpet tends to like absorb the scent maybe. But when you walk into my entryway, which is different, well, it's not so different from here. You walk in and you look up, and it's like it goes up to the second floor. So like, this is so hard to describe. But when you first walk through the door, you can either go straight, which is the entryway and the little dining area. And then that leads into the living room. And if you take a left, that's the stairs. And it goes like this, and then it goes up. And then there's, you know, I don't know what they call it. I want to say like a veranda that you can look over down into the dining, you know, entryway area. And there's no ceiling fans to push the scent back down. So I'm really curious when I melt, in the living area, if that will affect it, you know, the scent at all, and the throws on stuff or whatever. I'm curious if everything's gonna like just rise to the, you know, second floor. I don't know, but we'll see. It'll be really interesting. Sorry for that rant. Anyway, back to sensational. So like I said, if you cannot afford a lot of, you know, really super duper, like, you know, vendor wax, some of it's really expensive. I understand that. To me, Better Homes and Gardens is awesome. And Sensationals, both. I really like them. So this, on one, this was super strong. I put 2 cubes in my living room. And this was in my 18 watt, and it melted it fine. I mean, yeah, it might have taken a little longer to melt, you know, like it didn't melt immediately. I swear by my 18 watt. My 18 watt and my 14 watt party light hot plate LEDs. I swear by them. They will melt anything. I just love them to death. I tested my 18 watt most of the time. And if it doesn't throw in my 18 watt, I usually go to my 24 watt. But I love it. So if you guys can find an 18 watt, somebody gave this to me as a gift, so I don't really know where they got it. But if you can find an 18 watt hot plate, awesome. Like I said, Party Light makes awesome hot plates. It's only 14 watts, so you think, oh, really? They throw and melt. They throw amazing and melt like you would not believe. I melted this from 5 to 11:30. That was 6.5 hours, and this was super strong. 2 cubes. And here's 2 cubes, guys. So this is what, pop out. This is what 2 cubes looks like. Okay? And super strong. And then after 11:30, it was a light to a medium. I then went to bed, and I did actually leave this on. I then went to bed. I don't know how long I stayed up, to be honest with you, but it was a light to a medium, and then when I woke up, I could still smell it. Like, it wasn't, you know, it was light. It was definitely light at that point the next morning, but, you know, I walked out of the bedroom, and I could still catch whiffs of it here and there. So, I mean, first of all, 6.5 hours originally on Super Strong is amazing. You know, I mean, there's been scents that I've had to almost turn off. They've been too strong. But to me, this was a definite do. Again, this is the chocolate peppermint truffle. I am not a huge peppermint person, and chocolate, a lot of times I have problems in paraffin wax. I think it smells like feet. I know I've mentioned that before. Well, other people in the house have said it smells like feet. I don't necessarily get feet, but I definitely get an artificial. To me, it still smells like chocolate, but it's artificial. This smelled really good. So this was a definite do. Next, let me see if I can find it. I was trying to like look for all my empties in this mess that I had here. Was from Victoria's Designer Creations, and this was in chocolate cappuccino. On cold sniff, this was a light to a medium. It was kind of more chocolate than coffee. Sniffing this, it was a 2-ounce scent shot, and Victoria's stuff is so, even her scent shots are absolutely gorgeous. They're beautiful. I have a whole bin of Victoria's stuff. I love it. But I can smell more coffee now. It's kind of funny how sometimes you smell the container afterwards, and it's like, oh, now I get the coffee. Where when you're smelling the actual wax, it's not, you know, it's not as prominent. But this is really good. On cold, it was light to medium, and I put more chocolate than coffee. because originally that's what I got. On warm, it was medium to strong, which I think is good. My favorite is strong, and then moves down to a medium after a little while, moves down to a light after a little while. But if you have a medium to strong, like I know everybody doesn't like, pow in your face, like, I personally do. That's what I like. But, a medium to strong is also awesome, on warm. And more of the coffee came out as it was warming. So, obviously I do these do's and duds because on cold, I do a lot of hauls, you guys know, and I do a lot of cold sniff videos, but on warm, cold is not necessarily an indicator of what it's going to smell like. So a lot of times, the notes that you do not smell on cold do come out in warm. And this definitely was the case. I melted this was 18 watt in my living room, 2-ounce scent shot. I melted it from, and I didn't say for the first one, it filled the whole house. Like, for the sensation, the BHG, the chocolate peppermint truffle, it filled the whole house. So, the throw was amazing. On this one, I melted it from 8 to 12, and it was medium to strong, but it filled, like I said, it filled the whole house, which is really cool. A lot of times, it's really weird about some scents is that you will get a medium to strong or even a strong throw, but it'll only go like a certain diameter. You know what I mean? Like from your warmer. It's really weird. Like I'll have my warmer here, right? And I'll go, because my warmer is actually like over there. But say, wherever my warmer is, I've showed you guys my testing area before, or my melting area. But I'll walk past it, and it's like, whoa, holy super strong. And then I get into the hallway, and it's like, I can't smell it, or I'll go to the opposite end of my living room, and I can't smell it. It's really weird. Like, it almost has this force field around it. But this was not an issue. This filled the whole house. So 4 hours, medium to strong. Now, 4 hours medium to strong, and from 12 on, I didn't say how many hours. I wasn't sure, like I said, how much I was up. I think it was probably a couple more hours. It was a light to a medium. So it was still nice. You know what I mean? Not as strong as I would want. If it had stayed medium to strong for another 2 hours, or even another hour, I would have put, a definite, 2 thumbs up. But even a light to medium, I know people, like I said, everyone's noses are different. A lot of people don't like that super in your face. It gives them headaches, whatever. But this actually was a light to a medium from midnight until whenever I went to bed. I don't remember what that was. I turned it off and turned it back on the next day. And to me, that's a real test as far as a tart goes, because a lot of times what I find is that once you stick a tart in your warmer, you have to commit to that with a lot of vendors, because if you turn it off, like say you only melt it for an hour before you go to bed, right? You're reading a book, whatever, you're watching a show, you turn it on for an hour, you decide you want to go to bed, you turn your warmer off, and you turn it back on the next day, and you get nothing. And that happens a lot. And I don't know why that happens. If there's any wax makers out there, vendors that watch my channel, that can let me know. Or if it's not nothing, it's much, like say it was super strong for the first hour and then you turn it off, you turn it back on, I expect it to come right back to where it was before. You know what I mean? I expect super strong, and it drops quite a bit. So it's either nothing or it drops quite a bit in, scent throw and strength. So I don't know. On day 2, this picked right back up to light medium. So during the night, it had dropped. I'm sorry, I'm just counting. During the night, it had dropped to a light medium, which to me is still really good. At light, I throw it away. Light medium to me, is a nice scent, but it's like kind of the lowest I'll go. Once it turns light, unless I'm being lazy, I dump. So I usually dump it. Day 2, I turned it back on, and it was light to medium all day. So this was really nice, and it still filled the whole house. So the scent throw was really, really good it was amazing. And the strength, like I said, it, you know, it had dropped down to a light medium, but when I turned it back on, it resumed a light medium, and it was the whole day. So this was a really good one. So, I mean, I did give it, I would definitely say it was a do. You know, I wish initially the medium to strong had lasted a little longer, but, you know, that's just me. 4 hours isn't bad. And then to have, you know, a light to medium, you know, like I said, when I put light to medium, it's more on the medium side, but it's not like a super medium. It's not, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it's not a super medium, but it's, you know, it's a little lighter than medium, but it's definitely not a light. So anyway, you guys know what between light to medium is. I don't know why I'm explaining that to you, but anyway, this was a definite do. Like I said, I really liked it. The next one, I don't know if I have a bag for this, or if I even have this. No, I don't know what I do with the baggie. Anyway, I don't have this one for some reason, but it was Ethereal Glow. Oh, I know why, because it's probably in my bedroom. I melted this in my bedroom. This was Ethereal Glow in Dragon's Blood, and Julia knows Dragon's Blood is one of my favorite scents. And she had done a leading man sampler, and Jack Nicholson was Dragon's Blood, and I got 2 of them, and I was like, oh my god, I love it, I love it, I love it. Well, she told me what it was, you know, so I was like, oh, okay, that's awesome, because she still carries Dragon's Blood. And in my subscription box for last month, for October, she gave me a sample of, they were just like shapes or whatever. She gave me a bag of shapes, and it was in Dragon's Blood. So on cold, it was strong. Like, it was really strong. Dragon's Blood is a really strong scent. On cold, it was strong. On warm, it was medium to strong. And this was in the bedroom, so this was perfect for the bedroom. It didn't overwhelm me. It wasn't to the point of like, oh my god, you know, like I can't sleep kind of thing. I thought it was really, really perfect in the bedroom. I think it would have performed even well out here. In my bedroom, I melt in my 14-watt Party Light LED, which, like I said, throws amazing, and my 20-watt Glade warmer. So I do have 2 warmers in my bedroom, so I put a chunk in the 20-watt, and I put a chunk in the 14-watt. So this went for 3 days. Like, I just left this sucker going, and this is what I normally always have from Ethereal Glow. Julia's wax is absolutely amazing. There is nothing bad that I can say about it. Unless maybe you think it's too soft. I don't know. I know she's in the process of maybe getting different waxes, like very similar, but just a tad harder. I don't know. She's kind of going through this whole thing. Not that she doesn't like the wax she has, but the person that she gets her wax from is very mean to her, and we all want to beat that person up, because that's just, Miss Julia is too sweet for that. But 3 days, and I'm saying 3 days because I think after 3 days I just kind of got like, okay, you know, these warmers have been going for 3 days straight, like not turning them off or anything. Like, I probably should let them cool down or whatever. So at that point, I dumped them. But the definite do. You're really not going to go wrong with Ethereal Glow. I mean, that's all I have to say. So if people are out there, if there's newbies out there and you guys are looking, oh, who should I order from, you know, or, you know, I've ordered from this vendor and this vendor, you know, what vendor should I order? Ethereal Glow, you will never go wrong, ever. And I'll put money on that. So the next one I got was, I had just done a huge haul, but not a huge haul. It was a haul and a critique video and a box that, this is from Lene's Wax Creations, and is this, nope, wrong one. I had a couple of them. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. Okay, this was in Lene's Wax Creations. This is in Dark Kiss, and I melted this in my 18-watt warmer. Now, I had done a video, okay, focus on me, focus, magical fingers, and, which was, she had sent me a box of a bunch of different types of waxes. She has like 6 different types of waxes, and so if you have any questions about Lene's, watch that video, because it's very informative. Now, I had, doing these just on Cold Snap, you'll notice on the bottom the pour dates, and there's a dot. The dot is basically for her to keep track of, but I noticed going through these pink dots right here were a no-go. And this kind of just confirmed what I thought. Now, Dark Kiss seems like a scent that I would really, really like. I don't know the exact what you call it, scent description for it, but it was pink dot, so that was 100% soy, and 2 ounce scent shot. I did this at my 18 watt in the living room, and I got nothing. Like, it was a dud. Like, I can smell it. Oh, I can smell it here. But even when the wax was in here and I smelled it, there was really not a lot of smell. And you'll notice in my other video, my newest Lenea, it'll say haul and critique on it. I said no. All the pink dots, I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Like, I really was getting no cold throw. Now that's not to say that with another vendor you should always get some sort of cold throw. 'Cause even with, paraffin, you're going to get like a lesser cold throw, but with soy, you should definitely get a throw. And it was just, her pink dots were duds to me. And like I said, this Dark Kiss was a definite dud. I got nothing from it. So she is now removing her pink dot wax. It's gone. So she has other types of waxes, and I have tested them, and they are in this Do's and Duds, and they are like, whoa, like crazy. Like the best Lenea wax ever. I mean, ever. And I've been with her from the beginning, and she sends me stuff, and like I said, you watch the other Lenea video, so I don't take up too much time, because it'll explain to you everything. But like I said, I've been with her from the beginning. First box, totally subpar. Second box, a little better. This box, some of it, duds, other, amazing. So the next one I melted was, this was like a scallop. And this I melted in my 24 watt. No, I put 24 watt. Then I scratched it out. I was originally going to put it, this is a blue dot. And what the blue dot is a combination, I believe, of the pink wax and the red wax. And when I say pink wax and red wax, I mean if you get a package and it has a dot on it, that's what it is. So it's a pear soy blend. And this was in Sweetest Funnel Cake, and it was a scallop. And this scent, yeah, I originally put it in my 24 watt, and then I moved it to my 18 watt. This was strong. Oh my god. And this, I am not normally a funnel cake person because it tends to be a little spicy, but it said Sweetest Funnel Cake. And then I was like, after the pink dot experience, I was kind of nervous. I'm like, oh no, like, oh. So I put in the blue dot in Sweetest Funnel Cake, and this was strong. This was not spicy at all. Most time, like I said, I can't smell funnel cake. It's not a fave because it's spicy. This was so sweet and awesome. This is something I would definitely buy again. This was also I found very comforting. I don't know. It wasn't too sweet, but it wasn't like a sweetie, like a pink or anything like that, like a candy. But it was I don't know, it was just really nice. So I melted it in my 18 watt. From 1 to 3:30, it was strong. So that was only 2.5 hours. So it filled my whole first floor. And that was day 1. So 2.5 hours on, really strong. That's good. Then I turned it off on day 2 and went to bed. Like I said, filled the whole first floor. Day 2, it was 8 hours on medium, and it was so divine. Like, it really smelled good. And then it dropped down to light. But even light was nice. Like, you can kind of walk around, whatever, catch hints of it here and there. But, so this thing threw for 8, 9, 10, 10.5 hours. And like I said, it was really, really good. So I can swear by Lenea's Blue Dot Wax. So, like I stated in the other video before, if you guys have tried Lenea and have not liked her, give her another shot. It's seriously worth it. Next was, oh, and it was, next one was another Lenise. This was funny. She now has these 4-ounce scent shots, which you'll also see in the other video. I cut this sucker in half. This one is called Freshness, like with question mark. Like, I don't think she's really named it yet. This was a red dot, and this is so strong. This I melted in my 18 watt. This is like amazingly strong. It's a fresh scent, but it's got my favorite. If you guys have watched any of my Lenea videos, Chippewa is my absolute favorite. It's like a fresh floral, musky, I don't even know, like concoction. Chippewa is just amazing. And I said I know it has Chippewa in it. I could have easily cut this into quarters. That's how strong this was. I could have easily cut it into quarters and would have been good. I did this in my 18 watt, and cold, super strong. Like, almost like, oh my god, like, really, really super strong. On warm, super strong. Like, it didn't go down, because I'm like, okay, well, maybe when I melt it, it'll go down. It was almost too strong. I'm going to be honest with you. That doesn't happen much with me. With fresh laundry kind of scents, I really can't tolerate them all that well, so super strong tends to be a little too much for me, and this was almost too strong. Day one, I melted it for 2 hours, super strong, like, oh my god. And then I turned it off, because it was almost a little too strong. Like, it was almost giving me a headache, strong. Day two, I melted it for 6 hours, it was strong, and that was really nice. It had, you know, kind of went down a little notch, and it was strong, but it was really, really nice. This is not, it's hard to describe. Like, most people will smell it and maybe go fresh. A lot of people might smell it and go laundry. A lot of people might smell it and go floral. This is a scent, like I said, I think it's a prototype, and when you get these 4-ounce scent shots, like I said, these are red dots. You can cut these in half, these suckers, or in quarters. Like, I usually cut them into twos, or yeah, in half. I cut it in half. Like I said, easily could have cut this into quarters. That's how strong these red dots are. They're just amazing. So it was 6 hours strong, and then it was 6 hours medium. I mean, this, you know, and like I said, I could have just kept melting, and it probably, the next day it would have been light. Definite thumbs up. Lene's Wax Creations. Red dot wax, amazing. And blue dot wax. But this freshness, whatever, from her was amazing. Definite do. Next was this is from one of my all-time favorite vendors, and this kind of goes to show you how different people's noses are, because this is from Waxy Lady. I did this in my 18 watt in my living room. This is in Winter Pearberry. Now, on cold, it smells nice. It smells pear with a little something else added to it. I'm not really sure what the scent description is. On cold, it was medium. Awesome pear scent, like I said. It was, you know, and pear, I like pear, but pear just doesn't work for me for some reason. Once it's melting, it doesn't work. And this was the same thing. On warm, unfortunately, this was light to almost no throw. Now, there's other people in the Waxy Lady group who love this scent. Swear by it. Maybe they melt it in something else. I don't know. In my 18 watt warmer, this was a definite dud to me. Pear scents in general are just, I don't know. I just think it might be my nose. They're just too light for me. So Waxy Lady Winter Pearberry would be a no for me. Everything else I've had from her, to die for. But that one was a no. So speaking of to die for, the next one is also from Waxy Lady. This is her hotties. These are her 2-ounce scent shots, and this is in sweet potato brown sugar. Now, I have to tell you guys, this was a definite thumbs up. Like, this was a definite do. This, I swore that her sugar corn pudding was or sweet potato and brown sugar, whatever it was my favorite scent. This sweet potato is like, holy moly. Most of the time you get sugar corn puddings, or you get sweet potato and brown sugar, or you get sugar corn powder, or cornbread and brown sugar, whatever. Anytime you get any of those type of scents, all you really smell is brown sugar. This sweet potato is the most natural. It's like you cooked a sweet potato and you just cut it up. You didn't add anything to it. Like, I can so smell this sweet potato. It is amazing. Amazing. Even my son loved this. And he's like, what is it? I'm like, sweet potato. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. There's no, I mean, it did have sweetness to it. I said, so on cold it was medium to strong. Awesome, super realistic sweet potato scent. Like, I don't like when people put something in something and brown sugar and all you smell is the brown sugar. I can't stand that. It drives me crazy. So I put, it was an awesome sweet potato, realistic sweet potato scent, not just brown sugar. I mean, I have sweet potato, that's really all I don't eat regular white potatoes, I eat sweet potatoes. Oh my god. And it just reminds me of Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving dinner. But it's not that sweet potato casserole, you know, with the marshmallows or whatever. It's not that. It's really nice, a really awesome, like I said, sweet potato scent with a little sweetness thrown in. But you can definitely, you know, the brown sugar does not cover up the sweet potato. Sweet potato is so realistic. I put a star next to this one. Like, this is awesome, 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 awesome. Waxy Lady. If you guys have not joined her group yet, please, please do. I mean, she really has some amazing stuff. Amazing. So on warm, it was super strong. From 9 to, on day 1, from 9 to 11:30, that's 2.5 hours. It was super strong. It was really strong. Like, this thing hadn't even melted. And this thing had just started melting. Like, there wasn't even a wax pool yet. And I could smell it. I'm looking at my, because I've changed positions to where I'm sitting. You guys have noticed. If you guys have noticed, my background's different. But my melter area is about 5 feet away. And like I said, I smelled this within like 2 minutes. And so I went over there because I wanted to see. I'm like I smelt it, like really smelt it. So I went over there and I was like, holy crap, like this thing's barely melted. Like, it doesn't even have a wax pool yet. Like, it hadn't even reached the corners of my melter. Amazing. So 2.5 hours, day 1, super strong. I turned it off, went to bed. Day 2, from 6 a.m. to 9, 3 hours, it was strong. I had some errands to run that day. So for 3 hours, it was strong and it filled the whole house, like absolutely filled the whole house. Day 3, from 8 to 7, I put from 8 to 7, 8, that doesn't make sense, but for 5 hours, it was medium. And then day 4, for 5 hours, it was light. This thing would not stop. This right here from Waxy Lady, sweet potato and brown sugar, is the tart that just keeps giving. Like, it will not stop. So it was 4 days of this, and I loved every minute of it. I'm not gonna lie. I loved it. I still love it. Like, I will sniff this thing forever till I get more. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Definite do. Definite do. Next was BSF, who is now closed. This is dated July 29th. I melted this is in Beach Party. I melted it in my bedroom, in my 20 watt and my 14 watt. This was it's a nice tropical scent, but I had a feeling, this was D-Stash wax, I kind of had a feeling by smelling it. It smells kind of waxy. I mean, it was definitely a tropical scent, like coconut, but it smelled kind of waxy. So I had a feeling it was probably old wax, and then I looked at it, I was like, oh, July 29th. Now, I don't know what year of July 29th this was, but because end of July, August, September, October, November, that makes it only 4 months old. But, you know, this could be July 29th of last year. So who knows? I don't know. It was D-Stash wax. So on cold, it was light to medium. like I said, it was kind of a tropical scent. On warm, it was medium. You know, it bumped up to a medium. Like I said, even on melting, it was kind of a waxy smell. It was weird. Like, I could smell the tropical and the coconut, but it was still kind of had that waxy, you know, smell to it. It did perform well. It performed over 8 hours. I put okay because, like I said, the scent itself, I think it was old, to be honest with you. Normally, BSF, I have amazing experience with. This one, Beach Party, like I said, D-Stash Wax, not my favorite. So I put okay because it did perform well. Like I said, 8+ hours, but it had that waxiness to it that I don't know. And I normally don't get that from BSF. I normally get really good whatever from BSF. Okay, so next we're going on to Lenise again. This was in Jelly Beans, and again, this was the pink wax. I had put I wrote 18 on it, but I did change to my 24 watt warmer, hoping maybe that would make some sort of a difference. Now, this one was different than the Dark Kiss. I mean, what's really weird is I can smell these in the cups now that the wax is gone. But with the wax in them, I really couldn't smell much at all. On cold, it was a light to medium. I could smell this one. The Dark Kiss, I really couldn't smell. Or it smelled waxy. You know what I mean? It was really kind of weird. On warm, like this one I could smell, but it was super duper light, like no throw. You know, I mean, really no throw. So I'm so glad that Lenea is getting rid of her pink wax because, or maybe just using it to mix and make the blue, because the blue is still amazing, but it's mixed with pink, which is really weird. I don't know. But this pink all soy wax is no. And I've already discussed it with her, so she knows that, so it's not a shocker. But this was a definite dud. So there were 2 from Lenea that were duds that I had melted, and 1 that was like, holy crapola tart of the year. Like, oh my god, so good. So, actually 2 that were awesome. So, like I said, it's the kind of wax. So, if you guys are ordering from Lene's, like I said, just getting rid of all the pink wax, you won't have to worry about that anymore. And I could, like I said, I have them right here. Blue wax, red wax. You guys will really be surprised. It's amazing. Okay, so next, so that one was unfortunately a dud. But oops. Next this is one of my all-time vendors, and this was a little disappointing to me. You guys know, I have been obsessed with like Front Porch. They had their squirty wax, BSF had their candle cream, Scoopables, and Auntie Ms came out with something called Jelly Wax, and it goes in this little, it looks like a glue bottle, like you know, pour glue from. First of all, I'll let you know, you can't use this. This tip right here, you can't use. It will not squeeze out of that. It's way too small. I mean, it's way too thick to squeeze out of that. But this was in Wild Honey. I got a big amount just because this is my all-time favorite scent from Auntie Ms. Love, love, love Wild Honey. Oh my god. I just love it. I love it. I just love it. It's honey, but it's like honey with that honey flower, the honey clover scent. It's just, but it's so fresh and relaxing and nice. I put this in my bedroom. I put a squirt, because see it. Oops, there. See, it's like an ointment kind of. Oh god, go back in. Oh no, go back in. There you go. It's like an ointment kind of thing, but it's quite thick. In my 20 watt, and I put, you know, a squirt of it in my 14 watt, and I'd say I did about this much. You know, I don't know what's that, like an inch in each. Because it says 1 or 2 tablespoons into warmer, but obviously I'm not going to put it in a tablespoon and then scoop that out into there. I'm not going to do that. But on cold, it was medium. This is medium to strong. I put best scent ever. Like, I love this scent. I love it. Because I don't do florals, but this is just so. This is the first Auntie Ms I ever tried. The first scent that I ever tried, and It's still my favorite. I love all of Aunt Smellman's, but this is just amazing. On warm, it was strong. On cold, it was medium to strong. On warm, it was strong. This went 8 hours strong. This was in my bedroom. I went for 2 days. I kept it going. Usually in my bedroom, I keep it going. I don't know why, but day 2, it was a medium. And it was a medium all day. So I was like doing stuff. I was cleaning in there and cleaning stuff out in there. I'm getting rid of a lot of clothes and all this other stuff. So this was a definite do. What I'm finding with scoopables and the jelly waxes and all that other kind of stuff is that they don't usually throw as long. But at Smellman's, 2 days, guys, like, you know, I will say her wild honey, in the tart that I got, I had put in my one tart in my 14-watt warmer, and it went for like 3 to 4 days. So I have noticed scoopables and jelly wax and stuff like that, whatever they have to add to the wax to make it softer, to make it a scoopable or something to that effect, it definitely affects the throw and the longevity of it. But definite do. And I don't know when she opens back up if she's going to still have this jelly wax or not. I don't know. I'm kind of getting out of that whole phase, but whatever. Okay, next is, oh my god, you guys. This, I've told you guys before, and I'm going to tell you again. Sapeterapi. If you guys have not ordered wax or bath and body from Sapeterapi, especially her wax. This is a wax video. I'll talk about her wax. You guys are insane. You're freaking insane. Okay? Because it is freaking amazing. This on cold was strong. This is banana walnut cake. It was strong. I thought on cold sniff it was a little too spicy. It made me nervous because I was like, oh no, you know, because I think I have a candle in this too, and I was like, I will scoop, but it has a nice banana cake smell, like almost like a banana nut bread kind of thing. Oh my god. On cold, this was strong. On warm, it was strong. I put this in a 24-watt. I have a 24-watt warmer in my bathroom. And the spice definitely calmed down. I was so excited. My bathroom smelled so good. Like people, I had friends over and they were like actually like hanging out in my bathroom. It's like, you know, everyone's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm like, do you really have to go to the bathroom? You just went. Do you really have to go to the bathroom? Or like, it smells really good in there. Like, you know, and a lot of people are like, oh, a bakery scent in your bathroom? I will melt anything anywhere. And you know what? It smelled amazing. So like I said, I don't just melt my bakeries in the kitchen. Bakery scents in the bathroom, thumbs up with Chris. I think they're amazing. I think they're really good at masking smells. It's just, I don't know. It was really good. So, I started to put a time down for this, but I just kept the sucker going. So for 2 days straight, this was amazing. So in my 24-watt, 2 days straight in my bathroom, banana walnut cake, amazing. So it wasn't like, oh, after 3 hours the scent burned off because it was in my 24-watt. This was divine, amazing. Sapeterapi, go. She's not open right now, I don't think. I know she's doing sales on her Facebook page though. So go to her Facebook page and pick up some wax because it is amazing. The most underrated vendor out there, and I don't understand why people are not like more about her because, you know, this has to be, I think this is my #1 vendor, to be honest with you. #1 is Sapeterapi, absolutely. As far as wax goes, and her bath and body is amazing too. But as far as wax goes, #1. So this went for 2 days straight. Amazing. My bathroom smelled amazing. It was awesome. Loved it. Next one, this was sent to me. I can't think of the owner's name now. Oh, it's going to drive me crazy. But this is Sweet Valley Scents. And this is handmade palm wax melts. And the owner sent me like 5 of them to try, and I love palm wax. She was like, oh, I saw that you loved palm wax or whatever. I'm like, I really do. So she sent it to me to try, and the one that I had was in sugar plums. Love palm wax, was so super excited about this. Palm wax normally does not need to cure, so which is another reason why I love palm wax. And it just looks so pretty. And all of her palm wax is from sustainable, you know, sources, so no one's killing the rainforest or anything like that. It was in sugar plums. Now, even on cold, the sugar plum, I think it was the scent. I'm going to, like I said, I have not melted any more. I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. Although I kind of wanted to give it a little more time. But anyway, because I have another company that I order my palm wax from, and their stuff is like, holy crap, super strong. Unfortunately, on cold, this was a medium. It was a nice fruity scent. It was a really nice scent. On warm, it was light to medium. Like, I even crossed this all out, because from 7 to 8, I put medium, and then I changed it. I said, no, it was more of like a light to medium. That was 1 hour. And then from 8 on, it was light than nothing. That was from like 7 to 10:30, 3.5 hours. Light to me is basically time to dump. And palm wax itself is normally super duper strong. So if you're getting palm wax and it's not super duper strong to begin with, there's something wrong. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what happened. So that one, unfortunately, was a dud. I'm definitely, again, this was Steel Valley Scents. That one was a dud. This one smells amazing. This is cranberry apple marmalade, and I don't normally like apple, but this smells like mostly cranberry. It smells really, really good. I will definitely melt the rest of what I have and hopefully, you know, get better results, and you'll see it in my do's and duds. But this one was definitely a dud for me, unfortunately. Like I said, 3.5 hours for palm wax, and it being light to medium for maybe an hour or two, and then nothing. Like, that's a no-go. But like I said, I'm going to give, you know, she did give me a few more of these, so I will definitely give them another shot. Next was Bit of Bliss. Now, this is a new company. This is a company is just kind of coming on the market. I know that a lot of people have been raving, loving Bit of Bliss. Now, this is the first that I've ever melted. It's paraffin wax. Melissa, yes, Melissa is the owner. I got this in a round robin, and these are cute. These are cute little chunks of paraffin wax, and this smells like Fruit Loops. And on cold, it's medium. It smells like Fruit Loops. You know, your normal Fruit Loop, whatever smell. Because it was paraffin, I melted it in my 24-watt warmer. On warm, it was medium. It did not, but the weird thing is, this is the weird thing, is that I marked this as a dud because, well, there was a couple of reasons I marked it as a dud. But this Bit of Bliss in Fruit Loops, and Fruit Loops is normally kind of like a very strong scent, like a strong cereal scent. On warm, it was medium. So on cold, it was medium. On warm, it was medium. It did not fill the room. Like, it really didn't. It did one of those radius things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was really kind of weird, and the radius, or the diameter, or whatever, radius, and the radius was very small. So, like, if I was around my melting table, it was cool. I basically kind of caught whiffs of it here and there. When I did catch a whiff of it, it was medium. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a really faint whiff. It was medium, but it was really, really weird. And it was 4 hours tops. To me, that's subpar. To me, that is not, 4 hours is not, you know. If it's 4 hours super strong, okay. You know what I mean? I would let that pass. 4 hours medium that doesn't fill your house or 600 square feet, that's nothing. Unfortunately, that was a dud. I do have another, I'm going to also try the rest of this in my 18 watt. Maybe I'll have better luck in my 18 watt. And I do have some more of her wax too. So, but Bit of Bliss, this one in Fruit Loops was a dud, unfortunately. Next, last but not least, this is also a vendor that is really not making it on the boards, not really heard of all that often. This is Inevitable Candles. I used to be a representative for them. They are no longer doing representatives, but she still does send me some stuff to test. This, I don't believe was tester, but I believe I bought this. Yeah, because there was a bunch of them that I did buy, these of the scoopables. This is in Bananas Foster. Bananas Foster. Now, Bananas Foster to me is supposed to have like a banana rum smell. This, on cold, it's strong, but all I smell is banana. I don't get the rum at all. So I'm not so sure of the Foster part, but on cold it was strong. On warm it was medium. It was a really nice scent. Even my boyfriend commented on it. He goes, what are you melting? This smells really good. It did smell good. Unfortunately, this is something I think when I bought this, I had done a review on it. If you're going to, this is only filled halfway, and I purchased this. And so I think now she either uses smaller containers or she fills it the whole way, because this just makes you think you got gypped. You know what I mean? So this is how much I scooped out. I scooped out quite a lot. I put it in my 18-watt warmer. Because it's a softer wax, I never have a problem in, the consistency was really nice. It scoops really, really, nope, it scoops really, really, really well. Like, it's really soft. And, like I said, this banana scent was amazing. I don't know so much about the Foster, but it was really good. Unfortunately, on warm, it was a medium. So on cold, it was strong. On warm, it was a medium. We liked the scent. The scent was nice. But it was like 3 hours tops that it, you know, and I'm not going to say it actually, you know, it like filled the whole room or anything like that, but it was decent. I mean, if this threw longer, I would say, hell yeah, like absolutely. But to me, 3 hours, I can't even get the, to me, 3 hours tops is a definite, you know, it's a dud. I'm sorry. I love the smell. I love it, love it, love it. I love the consistency. But if you put, you know, especially the amount of wax that I put in there, you know, I started off with a little bit and I didn't really get much, so I put in some more, kind of thing. But I don't know. 3 hours tops is just not. After the 3 hours, put my nose over it, and all I could smell was, you know, wax and whatever. So it smelled really nice, but it didn't last long at all. So that was a dud. So, you know, I mean, I could give it an okay, but as far as it lasting, I don't know. But I'm also finding with scoopables, they don't last as long, depending on the vendor. I know some people are like, oh, scoopables last forever, but love the scent, love it, love it, love it. But it just didn't last long. So that was a dud. So that was my do's and duds, guys. I think I was pretty even. Some of them were amazing standouts, like holy moly. And some of the duds were just absolute duds. But anyway, that's my do's and duds, guys, for the week. I will hopefully get back to you. I don't know. I don't know when I'll be doing another do's and duds, but hopefully be getting back to you again by the end of the week, depending on with stuff, because I know I have a couple orders coming. But anyway, take care, guys. Talk to you later. And like I said, if you like my videos, I know sometimes they're really long, like this one is crazy, but I try to give as much information as possible, especially in my do's and duds. People know, oh, okay, you know, I know either not to melt it in that one, or that one doesn't really, you know, throw well, whatever. That's why they're lengthy. My do's and duds tend to be very lengthy. But anyway, so, well, actually, most of my videos are lengthy because I like to talk. I can't help it. I love my subbies, and I just feel like I'm talking to a friend. Anyway, so if you like my videos, please subscribe, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take care.